What's up? It's Chris from StonefoxMedia, and I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what's going on with Microsoft and a little bit about Nintendo. So I'm going to start with Nintendo right now because it looks like Nintendo isn't powerful enough to do justice to our game. That's what a Plague Tale Innocence developer says. So if you have a Nintendo Switch like myself, you know that it is pretty weak. The UI is basic and boring. You also have no actual saving space. You have to put in little cell phone cards and stuff to try and give yourself more capacity. Things that should have came with the console that you bought. But it looks like developers are also discovering that it's just not worth it to transfer some games over to the Nintendo Switch. So a Plague Tale developer, Innocence, did come out there and say that the game will not be coming to the Nintendo Switch. And he was asked why, and he said, "No, I will not lie by just saying power. It's really the power of the device. In this case, it was the amount of rats we needed to display. We already know that there's too many rats, too many animations, too many AI in the same time. And if we want to give justice to the game, basically, it's like there's a large bridge between it, the Nintendo Switch, the Xbox One, and the PlayStation 4 Pro. And the Switch was too hard to make the same game in such different contexts. So basically, in a nutshell, this thing isn't powerful enough to do anything. There's going to be smoke everywhere to hide the fact that you can't put all the stuff you want to put on the screen at the same time. This is what happens with Nintendo Switch. Okay, so I have some concerns. One, is this going to be another Nintendo Wii U? See, Nintendo likes to sell a lot of consoles in the front, and then they just kind of go on the games after like year one. This is what they do. They've done it time and time again. And if you're going to find yourself in a situation where you get a Nintendo Switch and it's only going to be this many games, and then after that, no developers will actually make games for it. It's going to be nothing but Marios and Zeldas, and that's all you're ever going to get. That's all you're ever going to get. Is that going to happen here? Are they going to keep making these gimmicky consoles, which it is a gimmicky console? Not saying it's not fun at times, but it's gimmicky. And is this a great model going forward? I think that Nintendo will never learn from their lessons. They will constantly try to make these things and continue to make weak consoles. You could have made the same console, but you could have made it much more powerful. Like NVIDIA's Shield better, maybe. You're not even going to try? You can do gimmicky, but you can also do powerful too. So just want to put you guys on notice about that. Now, moving on from that, I want to tell you guys what's going on with the whole entire Microsoft problem, because a Microsoft executive did come out there and explain why gamers should buy the Xbox One X over the PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, this is going to be interesting. So in a recent interview, Microsoft Aaron Greenberg did come out there and he got asked a question, and he said, well, I'd say if you want true 4K gaming, it requires 6 teraflops of power. We have 43% more graphical power, over 60% more memory we will make available to developers. But the most important thing is whether you're a hockey fan, a racing fan, an RPG fan, whatever game you want to play, it will look better on the Xbox One X because we bring significantly more power to the table. First, his answer made no sense because if you're a hockey fan, you can play hockey on pretty much any console that is out right now. It doesn't require a ton of juice to actually do that. But when they keep going back to this whole entire power, the teraflops of power, this runs them into the ground because, yes, the system is more powerful, but you have issues where they keep doing this garbage system parity between PlayStation and Xbox. They don't want to make 50 different types of games, one for each type of console. They want to make one game, sell it, make it as much money as they can, and then make another game. That's what they want to do. So this kind of puts the console in a place where Sony is more in charge here. And I know a lot of people are going to be mad about that. I mean, no, they're not in charge. Yeah, they kind of are in charge right now. If PlayStation 5 dropped tomorrow and it was just as powerful, if not more powerful than the Xbox One X, all the games would tilt in that direction. They would be like, we're going to do 4K, 60 frames a second, everything's going to be perfect. But until the other console is there, then they're just going to have this whole entire parity thing. So even though you have an Xbox One X, it's going to be doing upscaling the whole entire time because they're not going to make the games just for Xbox One X. They're not going to do it. And if Microsoft won't make exclusive games for the Xbox One X and PlayStation won't make exclusive games for the PlayStation 4 Pro, then we're kind of just stuck at the same point. So why are we really buying the Xbox One X? Because it's cool and we have to buy it. That's it. I mean, there's no deeper explanation. But I will say this, and I know people are like, oh, you're just jocking on Sony. No, I'm not. See, I want to use UHD Blu-rays and 4K Blu-rays, but I can't because Sony was cheap and decided not to put it in. People stream stuff. I want to buy some DVDs sometime. I think I bought one like 3 years ago. I might buy another one. No, seriously, I might buy another one. Well, that's all the news I got for you guys right now. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, so you know as soon as my news becomes available. Thank you guys for watching. God bless, and I'll holler at y'all later.